Right. All right, welcome to week 3, game 1 of the Mystery Baseball League. We've got the Sam Eggs, or Team Sam, at the funky Flamerunners. Now, these teams had two very different but equally interesting games last week. I'm looking forward to this one. I think this is going to be great. Cooper's charging. Will he swing for the fences? He's going to offer a grounder right to Diddy Kong. Now here's Dr. Trayoras. These are not known for having stellar showings, but Trayoras is going to break the mold with this one. Going to be the first runner on base. And that's one chem on for King Boo. No star, but with the train... Oh no, the train's going to pass by. He still could just have enough juice to send it over the fence. Or Blue Match could block him. That works too. Nope. And that's going to be... It will advance Trayoras to second, but that's 2 outs. It will be time for Petey Piranha to hit the plate. Can he make something happen? He did have a really good game last week. That's going to go foul. And he's going to ground out. Not a great start for the Eggs. Now, can the Flamerunners capitalize and for the first time ever gain a lead? They've probably had a lead before, but I think it's funny if they haven't. They have not? All right. Well, that's one catch for Petey. Will he go again? Or will Baby DK actually be able to do something? He is sporting a nice purple shine on his coat. A change from last week. His banana is a bit rotten. And that may have had an effect on his swing. Because that was right to Blue Critter. Michael Blitter. He's such a dapper gentleman. You would never be able to tell that he's the worst critter. Is that gone? That's going to stay fair. No, just barely foul. Oh, that one's gone, though. No, again, it was too slow. I thought it was going to be fast enough. That's twice he almost got a home run that I thought was going to be gone. And was very wrong. Great, and now it's time for the Eggs to hopefully pull up. They do have Blue Critter, who is not known for being a great critter, especially if he pre-charges like this. But he does have a star, and he is sporting a nice dapper suit. That's going to be a good slap. Good solid slap. Here's White Meat. I forgot this one's name. I think this one is Evil Genius. Oh, the POW just barely misses Yellow Shy Guy, and the infielders are going to turn a double play. Now here's Among Us crewmate with a nice solid slap right in between the middle infielders. And now we've got one on for Boomerang Bro. Now, Boomerang Bro is known for having the nickname of Potential Man. Frankly, I think he already has his potential. Look at that. A nice, solid line drive. Now it's Boo. Just regular Boo. Least valuable player in the Brick League. But let's see what he does here. He's got a star. And that's going to be a great slap. And that is going to get a point on the board for the Eggs. Among Us crewmate does make it home. First run of the game. Batted in by Boo of all players. And now here's Blooper, who is now a Splatoon squid. Did you guys see the new Splatoon Raiders the trailer? And they're gonna have another direct for it on the 30th. Pretty cool. Now here's Trayaurus. He's gonna star hit or not. He was flashing star. He's gonna opt not to this time. But Blue Match is gonna star pitch. Ooh. It's gonna be turned back over to the Flamerunners. It is only one run, but considering the Flamerunners' reputation, that may just be enough. That may be enough for the eggs. And that is gonna be right to Evil Genius. Here's Blue Madge, Star Blue Madge. Is he gonna swing for the fences? Will we see a Madge homer, or will he just slap? He's gonna offer a slap right to PD Piranha. Now here's the drink. Started the drink. What a pitch from Boo. The drink's gonna charge. I think that's gonna go foul. Yeah, just barely foul again. You'd think on a stadium like Yoshi Park, with how, wide it is, we would have less of those, but here's Yellow Guy now. Banana Guy. Minion Guy even. And that's gonna be a grounder right to PD Piranha, who could have dove onto second, but decided to style on Flamerunners. Here's King Boo. Had a great game last week. Didn't have a great showing his first at bat. Let's see if he can turn that around here. All right, up center. Baby Mario gonna get there? He will. Great infielding work from Baby DK and Baby Mario so far. Two very close home runs robbed. Wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking of Funky's at bat. Never mind. Here's PD Piranha. Will he do anything? Doesn't look like it. Man, what a guy. Great diving catch. Not diving catch, jumping catch from Monty Mole. And now we're up to Star Blue Crit. There we go. Solid drive. Will they be able to capitalize on it though? Here's Evil Genius, who has been recolored from yellow to white. Same with Among Us crewmate. Now we're back to the Flamerunners. We got Monty, Moonball, Mole Rat into Daisy. This could be a pretty good lineup for the Flamerunners if they just capitalize on it. Great slap from Monty. Starred Monty, he's gonna go for two and he's gonna make it there. Solid double from Monty. Daisy's got one cam on. She's charging, she wants it. Gonna opt for a slap right to Blue Critter, who turns a double play. That is not what you want to see if you're the Flamerunners. Oh, Petey Bobble! The inning could have been over, but no, they let Baby Mario get on base. Here's Baby DK. Right to Evil Genius. Now we're back over to the eggs with an okay lineup. It's not awful, but if we get through this part of the lineup, that's when you get into the real heavy hitters. There's Among Us crewman Diddy Kong with another bobble, and Blue Mage is tired. I'm honestly surprised he stayed in this long. And here's Boomerang, bro. What a guy. What a guy. Look at Yellow. The Yellow Shy Guy wasn't even on the screen for that catch. Great play from Yellow Guy. And now Blue Mage is out in for Daisy. Oh, and if you thought Blue Mage would start pitching a lot, let's see Daisy. Here's Boo. That's going to be a great drive from Boo. Oh, the fireballs plus the train. That's going to bring Among Us crewmate home. Alright. That's another run on the board. Batted in by Boo again. I think, yeah, Boo has batted in Among Us crewmate twice. And that is the Egg's only 2-run. That's Blooper. He's going to turn a double play. Yellow Guy doing really well at shortstop. Alright. Oh, did I say Blitter? I meant to say Yellow Guy. That's my bad. Alright, now here's Funky Kong. He's gonna slap. I mean, it gets him on base. I guess that's more than he's been doing so far. So I guess good for him. Here's Diddy Kong. The slap right to Blitter, who turns a double play. You would have loved to see a star hit there if you're the Flamerunners. But no. Blue Critter is that guy. This new Dapper suit has really got him in a different mood. Here's Blue Mage. That's going to be down. That's going to get him to first. And here's the drink. Start the drink. This guy's a tall glass of water. That's going to be caught. If the train was just a little bit faster. Now we're back to the eggs. This is the scary part of the lineup. Or at least that's what you'd expect to be the scary part of the lineup. They have been pretty quiet so far this game. Treoris? Oh, and Funky Kong's not even there. That's gone. That's a me homer for Dr. Treoris. And Baby DK got hit by the train and Funky Kong just stopped running. They didn't even try. Here's King Boo. Can we go back to back? Akin to last week's game against the Kingsmen. King Boo will have an item, but it is a Boo. It may not be very useful. It's not. Now here's PD Piranha. Will PD hit this? He does. Alright. Now, both King Boo and PD Piranha have done nothing. Will Blue Critter do something? He does. He's 3 for 3. Yeah, great pitching from Daisy so far. Let's see Evil Genius. That's going to be caught by Baby DK. Now here's the Flamerunners. It's not the worst lineup. You got Yellow Guy up first. What a pitch. And that's going to be right to PD Piranha. Now it's time for Monty Moonball Mole Red. Will he swing for the fences? Get a single run on the board for the Flamerunners. Oh, he's going yard. And it's gone. There we go. Monty Moonball Mole Rat putting one run on the board for the Flamerunners. Yeah, we needed to see a little bit more hustle from right field. I think that's crewmate. Yeah, crewmate. Crewmate needed to hustle a little bit more to get there. Here's Daisy. Great drive. It is kind of magnet. Wow. Actually, I don't know if magnet hands mattered there. It may not have. Here's Baby Mario. Spread to Petey Piranha. Alright. Among Us crewmate has been responsible for 2 of the Egg's 3 runs, but if he hits this ball, he won't. Great discipline from Among Us crewmate. But Yellow Guy, again, with a great keeper catch. Daisy's a bit tired, now we're up a Boomerang Bro. She's gonna throw another one out. There is no item on for Boomer, and this will be caught by Diddy Kong. Daisy is tired, all those star pitches taking a toll on her. And now it's Diddy Kong. Not bad at all. Here's Boo. Right in between the infielders. And now here's Star Blooper. Will he do anything? No. Alright. Let's see, it's Star Blooper. He did something! Star Blooper got his one good hit. Now it's time for Dr. Trayoris. Just coming off of a single home run. Let's see if he can run it back, or at least get on base. Diddy Kong's gonna use up the Flamerunners' star gauge. And Dr. Trayoris isn't even phased by the star pitch. And here's King Boo. King Boo's gonna star hit. It's gonna go foul. It's not flashing star anymore. He may just charge. It is gonna be down. That brings Boo home. Blooper's also going home, and he's gonna make it there. That's a 2 RBI single for King Boo. Now it's time for Petey Piranha. That was 2 chem on base for King Boo, and it was kind of sad. But here's Petey Piranha. He's got 1 chem on base. Diddy Kong's gonna throw a star pitch out. Petey Piranha. Why'd he even try to swing it? He's gonna opt to slap here. It is gonna get down. Oh. The pipe. The Piranha Plant pipe and King Boo. Alright. Sure? Alright. Oh. Here's Monty Mole. I mean, I guess. That is gonna... Blue Critter is gonna end the rally for the eggs. And now... It's not impossible. It's not out of arm's reach for the Flamerunners. What a pitch from Boo. But also, based on how they've been performing so far, it's not looking great. Baby DK is out, but here's Funky Kong. Oh? The train matters. The train does matter. It messes up the outfield. And Funky Kong finally does something. He finally gets his home run. But finally proving himself as not a useless member of this team. Here's Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong's flashing star. Will he continue? No, he's gonna opt for a regular hit. Right to Blue Critter. Here's Blue Madge. Star Blue Madge. Strike. Gonna charge. Gonna watch it. Out for slap right to PD Piranha. Alright. We are entering the top of the 7th now. The Eggs are going to have one last chance to extend their lead, assuming they don't go into extras. Alright, here's Evil Genius. Wow. Keeper catch. Yellow guy is just... he's doing so well at shortstop. Keeper catch is a great asset. And now here's Among Us crewmate. Now, if you're the Eggs, you want to try and extend your lead to at least over a Grand Slam. And that's one on for Boomer. He's gonna have to do something with it though. Just watching. Gonna charge. And it's... maybe he is still potential man. Maybe I was wrong. Now, the game is only a Grand Slam away for the Flamerunners. We've got the drink into Yellow Guy into Monty Moonball Mole Rat. That's gonna go foul. Gonna charge again. That's gonna be caught by Evil Genius. Oh, the boo! Great item play from Yellow Guy on the cannon. Not a great offensive play from Yellow Guy though. Double play. Here's Monty Moonball Mole Rat. Responsible for half of the Flamerunners' runs. That's gonna... oh, it's gonna drop. That is fair. Here's Daisy. Train is rolling by. That's gonna go foul. Just barely. That one's not gonna go foul though. That's gone. That's a 2-run home run for Daisy. What a goat. Now the game's only 2 runs away. It's within arm's reach. But your game now rests in the hands of Baby Mario. And he actually gets down. Here's Baby DK, and if Baby DK gets on base... oh, that's gonna be caught. That's gonna end the game. 6-4. A great showing from the Flamerunners at the bottom of the 7th. They just didn't have enough gas to push through to the end there. That is going to be a victory for the Eggs. 2 very close games for the Eggs so far this season. And let's see who was MVP. It's going to be Dr. Treoris. Not surprising, especially considering the power hitters were not doing their job and hitting powerfully. Wow. 90 from Monty. All right. And that's game one of week 3.